School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience. The market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, North Windham, and Topsom. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Praise Auto Sales. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com. Dairy Queen Bangor. Get a DQ treat today at Dairy Queen on Broadway in Bangor. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 57 years. Eastern Maine Community College, start your future at emcc.edu. Bangor Savings Bank, since 1852. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Visit bangor.com. Dairy Queen Old Town. At DQ, happy tastes good. Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by UMaine Finish Strong, Hidden Meadows, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, The Fitch Company, UMaine Athletics, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Union Street Towing, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Bangor Floral, Hannaford and Bucksport, Novus Glass, Hartford's Auto Service, Old Town Redemption Center, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place and Polish, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Lloyd's Family Market, Quality Automotive, North Star Waste and Recycling, Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, The Farmer's Table, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Coach House Restaurant, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Goslin's Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Twin City Tire, Harvey RV and Marine, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company.
Let's get you out to the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Turf here at Hampden Academy, the sports complex. It is regular season finale time for these two teams tonight. A Class A-B softball crossover matchup on this final night of the regular season for the Hawks of Hermon and the Broncos of Hampden Academy. Welcome into the Bangor Savings Bank pregame show. Bangor Savings Bank has helped New Englanders achieve their goals since 1852 because at Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Whether you're planning for today or building for tomorrow, they're here with a personalized service and a commitment to what matters most to you. Visit Bangor.com. I'm Mark Paulette, joining you from the Darlings broadcast booth. It's Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models or used of all makes. Visit Darlings.com. You see the teams lined up a little early because it is senior night here for the Broncos. 3 seniors being honored: Mariah Kuhn, Kat Fashini, and Michaela Shaw. Mariah and Kat actually heading off to Husson next year to be Eagles, part of that program that reached the #1 ranking in the Northeast this season. Actually, all 3 of those seniors going off to Husson next year. Michaela as well, just not a part of that softball program. Let's take a look at these Class B North standings as we begin this pregame show. Looking at the visitors, Hermon has been the team to beat so far in the Class B Northern standings. Last year's defending regional champions, 14-1 this season. That lone blemish, a 6-5 loss against Ellsworth coming back on May 14th. Now you take a look at where Hampden enters play tonight. A record of 9-6. They're comfortably in that playoff field. Bangor actually now, because of a win earlier this afternoon, claimed the 8 seed with a victory over Camden Hills by a 6-5 scoreline. So it's Bangor the 8 currently, Hampden the 7. You see Brewer there in 5th, though, with a record of 8-8, Mount Blue with a record of 7-8. These Hermon Hawks are as point-worthy as a team can be at a Class B, so if the Broncos get a win tonight, they would jump all the way up to 5th and be in that 4-5 matchup in the Class A quarterfinals. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. You can see the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. I should tell you that peak of the standings brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Coverage also brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's, available at Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. When ordering McDelivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Grubhub, you can get 2 sausage McMuffins with egg, 2 hotcakes, 4 hash browns, and 4 small hot coffees, all for just $19.99. That's a bundle deal worth over 40% off for a limited time. And finally, we're presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Well, that trio of Broncos seniors has been honored here. We got about 11 minutes to go, making our way towards the first pitch. We'll take our first time out in our Bangor Savings Bank pregame show, and when we come back, we'll dive a little deeper into the rosters for the Broncos and the Hawks. This is high school softball on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Darlings in Bangor is hiring experienced Ford technicians. We've solved the 2 biggest challenges in the industry, warranty time and flat rate. At Darlings, you'll have guaranteed hours, retail time for warranty, and unlimited earning potential. We offer up to $40 an hour plus incentives, generous PTO, full benefits, and a climate-controlled shop. Apply today at darlings.com. You'll do better at Darlings.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to refresh your home at the Furniture Gallery. During our Spring into Savings event, brighten every room you have with lamps, rugs, and wall art. The Furniture Gallery is getting ready for warmer days. Enjoy 15% off outdoor furniture and create the backyard retreat you've been dreaming about. Speaking of dreaming, need extra sleeping space for guests? Our sleeper sofas start at just $6.99. Shop local, save money, and love your home this spring. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and Topsom.
Back here at Hampden Academy on Ticket TV. During the Spring into Savings event at the Furniture Gallery, you can brighten every room with lamps, rugs, and wall art from the Furniture Gallery. Shop local, save money, and love your home this spring at the Furniture Gallery. Locations in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and Topsom. Ticket TV coverage also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Teams being introduced right now in front of the fans here on the hillside at Hampden Academy in the corner of the football turf area here. Taking a look at the Hermon roster. This is a loaded squad. The reigning regional champions in Class B, runners-up at the state level last year, falling to Mondomic Valley 1-0 in the state title game. Those two could very well be on a collision course again this year, with Hermon at 14-1 leading the north, Mondomic Valley at 14-2 leading the south. Hawks average about 8.4 runs per game. They only allow 1.3 per game. That is to the tune of 126-19. Hermon outscoring its opponents this season. As for Jared Williams' squad with the Hampden Academy Broncos, take a look at it right there. Again, we mentioned senior night for Mariah Kuhn, Kat Fashini, and Michaela Shaw. This is a Hampden team that is 3-3 over their last 6. When you take a look at it coming in, they average 5.9 runs per game, 3.1 allowed. They've scored double digits 4 times. They've been shut out 4 times. So the Broncos, key to get some runs on the board here early. Starters being introduced now to the fans here around the grounds. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day with no waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. We're also presented by Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at PowerOfHardWork.com. I'll give you the starting lineups now as they're being introduced here to the fans. For the Hermon Hawks, leading off at third base, it's Elena Walker. Kenzie Gallant bats second at second. Becca Balmas, the shortstop, bats third. Mikkel Verrill in the circle, also batting cleanup. Leah Walker at first, bats fifth. MK Tracy behind the dish, batting sixth. Julia Meter in left field. Vivia Morin in center. And Hannah Waning rounding out the starting 9 for the Hawks in right field. Hampden Academy, it's Aubrey Shaw, the catcher, leading off, followed by Mariah Kuhn in center. Chloe Hellam at short. Kat Fashini, the pitcher. Charlotte Tardif at second base. Lola Cowing in right field. Piper Parker at third. Isla Barrington at first, and Michaela Shaw in left. We'll take our final time out of the pregame show, and when we come back, it is time for the first pitch here at Hampden Academy between the Hawks and the Broncos on Ticket TV.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been helping New Englanders thrive by living our You Matter More promise. We invest in Northern New England because your ideas, your well-being, and your business matter to us. Our commitment is reflected in our caring employees, innovative solutions, and investments in local communities. At Bangor Savings Bank, you are at the heart of everything we do because you matter more.
Hi, I'm Steve Prey. My father built Praise Auto Sales on trust, integrity, and dependability. Today, we work hard to carry on those same qualities. Praise Auto Sales has now grown to 2 locations, which gives you a bigger and better selection to choose from. We have a wonderful service department. They really thoroughly examine every vehicle before we sell it and also maintain your vehicle after the sale. Our financing department works with banks, local credit unions, and alternative financing to help you get in the vehicle of your choice. At Praise Auto Sales, you don't have to wait for a sale. We offer everyday guaranteed lowest price. We really are an extended family of grandparents, parents, kids. Come on out and see us and you'll see why we've been in business for 40 years. Plus, we do free appraisals. Praise Auto Sales, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Hermon. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
From school drop-off to holiday road trips, your family deserves to feel safe, no matter the conditions. And at Twin City Tire & Service in Brewer, they'll help you find the best all-weather tires for your vehicle and any commute. With the best selection of all-weather tires in the Bangor area, Twin City Tire also offers the lowest prices on new tires, guaranteed. Save on new tires now, or get ahead and schedule your winter tire swap today at Twin City Tire & Service, proud sponsor of the Maine Black Bears, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer. You ever wish you could rewind everything and press play one more time? Back to when connections meant something, when we played to just play, and adventures started with nowhere to be and all day to get there. Somewhere along the way, we got stuck in fast forward. We forgot to hit pause and see that the open road to everything we miss is actually right in front of us. Find your open road with Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
We're back here on Ticket TV, and we are just about ready for the first pitch. Teams going through their final talks. The Hawks in front of their dugouts swinging the lumber or the metal that they're bringing with them here tonight. And then you see the Broncos making their way out onto the diamond. Kat Fashini in the center circle one final time here on her home turf. A stellar career for the Broncos, over 250 strikeouts just in the last 2 seasons alone for the Husson commit next year. Hermon lineup, we gave it to you before we went to break. It'll be Walker, Gallant, and Balmus, the top 3 for the Hawks here in this top of the first inning. And this is a Hermon team that just punishes the opposition. They've scored 126 runs this season, 7 games in which they have scored double figures. They've only allowed 19 runs this season, and they have 7 shutouts, so as many games scoring double figures as times shutting out the opponent this season. They allowed 3 runs in their doubleheader win at Presque Isle on Saturday, 19-1 and 5-2. They had only allowed 2 runs over their previous 6 games, to tell you just how clean these Hawks tend to keep it. They, with a win, the top seed in Class B. Gardner, despite how good of a season Hermon is having, how great of a season they're having at the top of the standings, the Tigers only 9 points behind them. They got 1 game left against Coney. Broncos through with their warm-up defensively, and we are ready to get this contest underway. Just a few moments late tonight, 7:03 the first pitch as Elena Walker, the lefty, in the box here for the first time tonight. First pitch from Foschini misses down and away. You see Walker getting a little bit of that running start. That view that you're seeing right now, that's our broadcast booth. We are on top of the action here in Hampden. Got a good overhead look at Foschini's pitches coming in, and she evens the count at 1-1 on Walker. Walker, a junior, waves and misses there and is now behind in the count 1-2. Elena beginning play tonight with an average of .377 for the season to go with a home run and 13 RBI out of the leadoff spot. Foschini's 1-2, and that catches the black. Foschini starts her senior night with a backwards K of Elena Walker. 1 down here in Hampden. Next up is Kenzie Gallant, one of the Hermon Hawk seniors in the lineup tonight. Gallant, an average of .294 to go with 12 RBI as she fouls the first pitch into the glove for strike one. Foschini with the 0-1, floating up and away for a ball. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. 1-1 dips low. That one catches the inside zone. Gallant nodding in approval of the call, and the count even at 2-2. A wave and a miss. Got Gallant chasing there. Back-to-back strikeouts for Foschini to get the night underway. 2 down for Balmus here in the top of the first. Becca Balmus, could say she's a bit of a threat with the bat in her hand. .429 average, 3 home runs, and 20 RBI this season. Again, if you need me to repeat those numbers, .429, 3 home runs, 20 RBI. Foschini back into the windup and pumps that one right through the middle for strike one. One to Balmus. That just misses outside. See the effort of Shaw behind the plate trying to frame that. Tall strike zone with Balmus at the dish. 2-1 in the air with authority out towards left center. That splits the gap and quickly gets to the wall. Balmus rounds first, heading to second. Throw is cut off, and Becca dives in head first with a 2-out double. She hit that one on a line towards the power alley in left center field. Runner in scoring position now with 2 down for Mikkel Verrill, the Hermon starter on the mound. Mikkel this season hitting .509 at the dish to go with 13 RBI. Trying to help her own cause right here. She watches the first pitch, missed for ball 1. Balmus exploding off the bag at second base. Her secondary lead seemed like it made it about half the way to third base. That one gets to the backstop. Balmus off and running down to third. Head first dive, but not needed as a throw goes back to Foschini. That runner now 1 station away with 2 down. 2-0 the count on the Hermon batter. Verrill fouls that one off to our left, out of play. Leah Walker waiting on deck. Leah leads this Hermon team with 4 home runs. It's a powerful Hermon lineup that has 9 of them on the season. Nice take there by Verrill, laying off. She's got the count in her favor at 3-1. Foschini in a little bit of trouble here. 3-1, popped up foul territory, and that's going to drift out of play. Count runs full at 3-2 to the cleanup batter here in the top of the first inning. Foschini trying to get out of the inning. Verrill trying to stake herself to an early lead. Payoff pitch. Wave and a miss. And Foschini ends up striking out the side around the double. Hermon strands Balmus at third after half an inning. Hawks scoreless, and the Broncos coming up on Ticket TV.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. You can renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Father's Day is coming up. Be a hero with a Dean's gift card. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Dairy Queen in Bangor. With the new DQ Breakfast Collection, you can enjoy a Cinnamon Toast Crunch dipped cone, a Fruity Pebble shake, or a Choco Frosted Donut Blizzard treat. Whether it's breakfast time or not, visit 668 Broadway in Bangor. DQ. Happy tastes good. And we're brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get Luke to get sold with Next Home Experience. Aubrey Shaw, the Broncos backstop, leading it off here in the bottom of the first. It'll be Shaw, Mariah Kuhn, and Chloe Hellam. If anyone reaches, Kat Foschini waiting as the cleanup batter. First delivery from Verrill catches the black for strike one. Kel Verrill mentioned that she entered the contest with a .509 average at the dish. In 40 innings on the mound this season, she has a 0.70 ERA to go with 90 strikeouts. 1-1 the count here to the Hampden leadoff batter. Get you the full Broncos lineup in just a moment. Shaw, Kuhn, Hellam, and Foschini, those first four, followed by Charlotte Tardif at second base. Lola Cowing in right field, Piper Parker at third, Isla Barrington at first, and Michaela Shaw in left. 2-1 the count on the leadoff batter. She shows bunt, pulls it back, and it misses. Hitters count here for the Bronco leadoff batter Shaw, and she fouls that one back over our head. Hawks around the infield. It is Elena Walker at third, Balmus at short, Galan at second, Leah Walker at first, Mia Mooring and Waning in the outfield. That one back across the plate below, and Verrill issues a free pass to get this game underway. Leadoff base runner for the Broncos in front of Mariah Kuhn on her senior night. The Husson commit in center field for the Broncos. Verrill checks the wristband, has the grip and the pitch. That bunt attempt popped up back in our direction and it lands on top of the backstop. Foul ball retrieval off to our left. See the Ticket TV sign right there overhead. Runner taken off at first. Throw down. It's a strike, and Balmus slaps down the tag. My goodness, M.K. Tracy in motion to gun down the caught stealer at second. Look at that. It wasn't a bad jump at first base by Shaw, but just a strike from the right arm of Tracy. Balmus slapping down the tag on the chest, and just like that, one down. Now a pop-up here on the bunt attempt.
That one's back and foul. Kuhn behind in the count, 1-2. Farrell checks that wristband before toeing the rubber. There's our 1-2. Off-speed pitch hit on the ground to second. Glove there. Flip over to first, and they're 2 down in the Bronco first. 2 up, 2 down in front of Chloe Hellam. Bronco shortstop, just a sophomore. Number 3 batter. Barrow looking to face the minimum after issuing a leadoff walk. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. One-0 catches the corner. Also bringing you the call of this baseball game tonight from Bordick Park. Hermon versus Hampden. Jim Churchill and Ernie Clark have the call. Streaming live at 929theticket.com. Hellam in front here, 2-1. Two-one through to even the count. Time for Hellam to protect. Farrell looking for her first punch out of the night. 90 and 40 innings coming in. That one, a chopper to first, straight at Walker. She grabs it, takes a couple of steps back, and tags the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. Only 3 come to bat for the Broncos in the bottom of the 1st, and through 1 on Ticket TV. We are scoreless in high school Class A-B softball crossover tonight in Hampden.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Black Bear fans, Maine football season tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets at goblackbears.com/tickets or by calling the ticket office at 581-BEAR. That's 581-2327.
The DQ $7 chicken strip meal deal has it all. 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and a DQ sundae, all for just $7. And now you can get it with the new Honey Sriracha Dip. Visit 613 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. We're also brought to you by UMaine Finish Strong, 60-plus flexible online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now at umaine.edu/online. Leah Walker down in the count, 0-2 here, leading off the top of the second. Walker, Tracy, and Meter for the Hawks here in the second. A wave and a miss and a 3-pitch strikeout for Kat Fascini. First 4 outs, all by way of the K for the Hampden starter. Tracy and Coach Bieberstein going to talk things over here before this first at-bat after the leadoff hitter punches out on 3 pitches. Tracy goes after the first pitch and swings through it for strike 1. Fascini getting a lot of swings and misses here in the early going on her senior night. A wave and a miss of that pitch upstairs, and Tracy quickly down 0-2. Fashini looking for a 5th punch out already. Here's the 0-2. Just off the inner corner. She was not close from finding it here, or there, I should say. Now looking for it here with the 1-2. And she's got it. 5 outs, 5 strikeouts for Kat Fashini so far. 4 swinging and 1 looking. 2 up, 2 down for Julia Meter, the left fielder tonight. First pitch is strike 1 to the Hermon senior. Home plate umpire just having to reposition the on-deck batter who had crept a little too close to the action here on the closer side of the netting. 0-1, a wave and a miss. Fashini bringing the heat. 0-2, looking to make it. Couple of innings with striking out the side to get us underway. And she has done just that tonight in Hermon. 3 Ks in the first, 3 Ks in the second. Kat Fashini keeping the Hawks scoreless through an inning and a half here on Ticket TV in Hampden.
2025 was an outstanding year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it happened because of you. We appreciate everyone who trusted us to help you buy or sell your next home. Here's to an even bigger 2026. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Back here in Hampden, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 40 years with towing, flatbed recovery, lockouts, and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call 942-4200. Golf season is here and Hidden Meadows Golf Course is open. Just 10 minutes north of Bangor, you can enjoy a beautiful 9-hole course with a driving range and a fully stocked golf shop. Plan your round today at hiddenmeadowsgolf.com. Broncos brought only 3 batters to the plate in the first inning. Aubrey Shaw walked, but then was caught stealing. Kuhn grounded out to second. Hellam grounded out to first, unassisted. Here's Kat Fashini batting for the first time tonight and fouling that one straight back for strike 1. Pitcher versus pitcher here to begin the bottom of the second inning. Fashini got the best of Verrill to end the first. She got McKell to strike out swinging, despite that .509 average for the season. Fashini trying to get something started here for the Broncos in the second. That one's too tall. Be Fashini, followed by Charlotte Tardif, the second baseman tonight, and Lola Cowing, the right fielder. Piper Parker would be up if anyone reaches. Foul tip into the mid here, and Verrill ahead 1-2. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery has been offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings at 105 Main Street in Bangor for over 100 years. Here's the 1-2 from Verrill, and it misses. Count even at 2-2 to the Bronco leadoff batter in the second. Verrill with the 2-2. A wave and a miss, and she's got her first punch out of the game. Fashini goes down swinging to begin the second inning. I'll bring up the junior, Charlotte Tardif. Tardif swings through the first offering for strike 1. Great night for softball here at Hampden Academy. The sun's setting. The lights are on, but haven't quite needed them yet as Tardif swings through the second to make it 0-2. Barrel working quickly, looking for another punch out. 0-2 floats up and away for ball one. One and two, the count on the batter. And a wave and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Verrill here in the second. Two down swinging. That'll bring up Lola Cowan, the right fielder for the Broncos. She shows bunt and pulls it back as that one misses off the outer edge. Hermon was ready to spring into action. Both walkers charging on the corners. Gallant heading over to cover the first base bag. Here's the 1-0 from Barrel. She shows bunt again, offers that time, and misses it. Barrel faced the minimum in the first, trying to do the same again here in the second. Parker on deck. Count of 1-1 here on Cowing. That one does a nice job of working its way back across the outer corner, catching the black, and the count now even at 2-2. Barrel a strike away from striking out the side here in the second. Looking to match what Foschini has done in the first and second. In on the hands there, just getting a piece of it was Cowing. That one was right in off the handle. Slight delay here as we wait for some more softballs to find their way into the ump's pocket. Ready to get it back underway now with a count of 2-2. Here it is from Barrel. And an off-speed pitch, curling right through the zone for strike three. A backwards K to end the second as Barrel strikes out the side. And through two, we are scoreless here in Hampden on Ticket TV.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Back here in Hampden on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU, now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, bringing local service backed by more than 60 years of serving Maine with branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Visit acadiafcu.org. And Hannaford and Bucksport is proud to support local student athletes this spring. Proud to cheer on their community teams and help make their seasons a success. Hannaford, proud to be part of their community. Getting ready for the top of the third here in Hampden. Kat Foschini has been simply dominant on the mound through the first two. She allowed a 2-0 double to Becca Balmus in the first inning. Other than that, 6 strikeouts through the first 2 frames. Vivian Morin, Hannah Wading, and Elena Walker, 8-9-1, due up here in the third for the Hawks. Morin, the sophomore, in center field tonight. Down in the count here, 0-2. I don't know what the strikeout record is here. Singles game strikeout record for the Broncos, but the way that Foschini is dealing it through the first couple of frames, that thing could be in danger tonight. Here's the 0-2, a wave and a miss. 7 outs recorded defensively by Hampden Academy, all by way of the K. One down here in the top of the third for Hannah Waning. Hermon right fielder digging in from the left side. Waning the number 9 hitter, but hitting .488 for the season with 13 RBI. Essentially just another leadoff hitter for these Hawks. Set the table for the table setters at the top. 2-0, she's ahead in the count. And now it's 3-0. Chance for Waning to be patient, try to become the second base runner of the game here for the Hawks. Fashini's 3-0, swinging away on the 3-0. And swinging through it for strike one was Hannah. Still a hitter's count here on the number 9 batter in the Hermon order. 3-1 showing bunt, offering, and missing. So Fashini falling behind 3-0 has now battled back to run the count full. All strikeouts so far. Can she keep it going? Here's the 3-2. And it catches the black. 8th strikeout already for Kat Fashini. 2 down in the third, and the lineup turns over now for the Hawks. Elena Walker due back up. She struck out looking to begin this game. Walker began the contest hitting .377 with a home run and 13 RBI. Showing bunt here, trying to drop one up the third base line, rather drag one up the third base line, but it bounces foul. Walker likes to get off to that little running start in the box. Behind in the count here, 0-1. Showing bunt again, but pulling it back as that one zips high. Walker checks the wristband. Now Fashini does as well. Here's the 1-1. Slap foul off the left side, and it's 1-2. Chance for Kat Fashini to strike out the side for the third straight inning to get us underway tonight in Hampden. 1-2 to the Hermon leadoff batter. And it catches the outer corner for strike 3. You can't do any better than what Kat Fashini has done through the first 3 innings tonight. 9 strikeouts through 9 outs recorded. And through 2.5 here on Ticket TV, we are still looking for our first run between Hermon and Hampden. This is high school softball.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Bangor Mall Cinemas has been Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years, featuring luxury recliners and upgraded food menu. You can find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Broncos coming to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. Piper Parker, third baseman, leading it off. 7-8-9 due up here for Hampden Academy. Parker goes after the first pitch and skies it into center. Parking underneath it to make the catch is Vivian Morin. 1 pitch, 1 down here in the Bronco half of the third. Here's a look at the live events this week on 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox and Orioles opening a 3-game series tonight. They'll play at 6:45 again tomorrow night, and then 1:35 the first pitch on Thursday. Then the Sox head to the Bronx on Friday, a weekend against the Yankees beginning at 7:05. First pitch here to Isla Barrington, freshman first baseman. Catches a piece for strike 1. 1. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 Wave and a miss there. Verrill ahead, 0-2. She struck out the side in the second, 2 swinging and 1 looking. Hartford's Auto Service offers complete auto repair for all makes and models with over 30 years of experience at 62 Liberty Drive in Hermon. 0-2 is hit on the ground, a short charge by Balmus. An easy flip across the diamond, and there are 2 quick outs here in the third inning. Michaela Shaw now batting, a senior left fielder rounding out the starting lineup tonight for the Broncos. She goes after the first one and swings through it for strike 1. Reminder to tune into local shows weekdays, 6 to 8 a.m. It's the Morning Roast. They'll be with you the rest of the week. The Drive will not be. Today was our final show because we got all hands on deck tomorrow on the Ticket TV side of things at Old Town. Baseball and softball games at 4:30. Then on Thursday, Red Sox play in the afternoon. And on Friday, well, who knows what the excuse is. I won't be here. So I guess no show. A wave and a miss. And that's the end of the third inning on Ticket TV. Verrill with her 4th K of the game. Scoreless through 3 between the Hawks and the Broncos.
Darling's in Bangor is hiring experienced Ford technicians. We've solved the 2 biggest challenges in the industry, warranty time and flat rate. At Darling's, you'll have guaranteed hours, retail time for warranty, and unlimited earning potential. We offer up to $40 an hour plus incentives, generous PTO, full benefits, and a climate-controlled shop. Apply today at darlings.com. You'll do better at Darling's.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here in Hampden, scoreless as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Just 1 hit so far. That came back in the first inning, a Becca Balmus double. Other than that, it has been 9 batters and 9 strikeouts for the Hermon Hawks. Kat Fashini, yes, struck out the side in the first, struck out the side in the second, struck out the side in the third. How long can she keep this going as we begin this top of the 4th inning with Kenzie Gallant, number 2 batter in the Hermon order, coming to the dish. Kenzie swings at the first pitch and shoots it up the middle. A leadoff single on the first pitch here of the 4th inning. Second hit of the contest, second base runner of the game for the Hermon Hawks. And now bring up Becca Balmus, who had that other hit, a ringing double with 2 down in the top of the first inning. She split the left center field gap. She can do that again here. Hermon might get the only run needed tonight with the way these 2 pitchers are going. First pitch to Balmus, catches the bottom of the zone. Good snap throw down to first base by Shaw. It was a close play, but Gallant diving back in ahead of the throw. Balmus, an extra peek at the wristband. She's got the signal. Holds her hands separated on that bat. Showing bunt here, trying to push one up the first base line, but it is foul. Balmus now down in the count, 0-2. Balmus entered play tonight, hitting .429 with 3 home runs and 20 RBI for the season. That average only went up with that first inning double, but now in protection mode. Here's the 0-2. Able to foul that one off on the right side, out of play. Once again, all 9 outs recorded by the Hampden Academy Broncos have come right from that right hand gripping the softball. Kat Fashini with 9 Ks so far. Here's the 0-2 again to Balmus, and that just misses. Good take there by Becca. Trying to disrupt the rhythm that Fashini has had through the first 3. She peeks into the dugout, now takes a peek at the wristband. Balmus calls time. Fashini back on the rubber and ready for the 1-2. Foul tip, just getting a piece of it to stay alive. That one might have caught a piece of Shaw and the home plate umpire before clanging off the backstop. Craving something fun and delicious? Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor has boba, snacks, ramen, Jamaican patties, plus boba energy drinks exclusively at their Brewer location next to Hannaford on Wilson Street. Balmus fouls that one straight back overhead to hang alive. Wasting some tough ones here from Fashini. Mikkel Verrill, the Hermon pitcher, on deck. Leah Walker in the hole, team leader in home runs. Another 1-2 offering to Balmus. In on the hands, a chopper to second, glove there, only plays to first, where they make it. Up to second goes Gallant, dancing a little bit off the bag, but trying to draw a throw. Hampden wise. 4-3 on the putout there of Balmus. Runner in scoring position now with one down for Verrill. Second time she's come up with a runner in scoring position. She struck out swinging to end the first inning, stranding Balmus on second. Coach Bieberstein calling out some signals to her batter. Now Verrill back in that left-handed batter's box, showing bunt, pulls it back. The runner, a big bluff off the second base bag, but no one was covering it. Having to come all the way in from center field was Mariah Kuhn. Glenn appeared wise to how exactly Hampden Academy would react to that, because she shot more than halfway off that bag between second and third. Does it again here, ranging over this time. Keeping her honest is the Hampden second baseman Tardif. Actually, that appears to be Sam Libby now out there defensively at second base for the Broncos. And she darts over to the bag to cover. Although I'm playing a dangerous game here, trying to pick out a 5 and a 6 from the other side of the fencing. That ball misses. And the count now 3-1 on Verrill. Hit in the air out to left field. Struck pretty well. Going over towards the line to make the running catch. Runner tags at third, and Gallant goes diving head first into the bag at third. But a nice ranging catch made in left field by the senior Michaela Shaw for the second out of the inning. Runner on third, 2 down here for Leah Walker. She struck out swinging to begin the second inning. Leah entered play tonight with an average even at 300, leading this team, though, with 4 home runs, and second on the team with 15 RBI. Fashini trying to strand that runner at third and keep this game scoreless as Walker watches the first one up and away for ball 1. Just a sophomore, so a very dangerous-looking power hitter here in the middle of this Hermon lineup. Two 2-0 the count on Walker. It's Tracy on deck. Once again, prior to this half inning, all strikeouts from Kat Fashini. That one in off the hands, right back to her. She gloves it in the circle, flips over to first, and strands that runner at third. It's as far as anyone's gotten in this one through 3.5. Still scoreless between the Hawks and the Broncos on Ticket TV.
For the past 10 years, Next Home Experience has grown because of you. Every buyer, seller, and referral helped build who we are today. And your milestones became our memories. The future is even bigger. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Are you remodeling or tackling a big project? North Star Waste and Recycling has you covered in Brewer. Roll-offs for homes, front loads for businesses. Call 989-4000 or visit 198 Dirigo Drive. North Star Waste and Recycling. Dependable, on time, every time. Also brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call today. Novus Auto Glass, 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And we're brought to you by Lloyd's Family Market in Old Town on Gilman Falls Avenue. Stop by and grab a fresh sandwich, pizza, or Chester's chicken. Don't forget a homemade whoopie pie, cold drinks, snacks, gas, and delivery on DoorDash and Grubhub. First pitch from Verrill catches the corner. Back to the top of the order here for the Broncos, leading off the bottom of the fourth inning. Aubrey Shaw drew a walk in the first inning, but then was caught stealing, trying to swipe second. Shaw, Kuhn, and Hellam in the Broncos' fourth. And the leadoff batter, Shaw, now down in the count, 0-2. Verrill struck out the side in the second, then struck out Michaela Shaw to end the third inning. 4 for her tally so far through 3 innings. It has been a quick-moving game tonight in Hampden. Just 2 hits so far. There's the third, slapping it down the right field line and going all the way to the wall. Shaw rounding first, almost ran into Walker out there as the ball leaves the field of play around that portable fencing here on the turf. Ground rule double for Shaw to begin the bottom of the fourth inning. Have another look. Going with the pitch on the outer half. Shaw has reached base each of her first 2 times up tonight. The only base runner of the game for the Broncos continues to be Aubrey Shaw. A walk in the first, a double in the fourth. Everybody else, over. Showing bunt here, popping it up. Fielding it in fair territory was Tracy. And a bit of not sure if you even call it a lapse there. She might have just been unable to be in a throwing position as she had to skid down to her knees to collect the ball. You could see her head kind of drop after she grabbed it right there with the ball bouncing toward foul territory, but instead it's a gift of a bunt single for Mariah Kuhn. And the Broncos all of a sudden threatening with runners on the corners and nobody out here in the fourth inning. Here's the sophomore, Chloe Hellam. Number 3 hitter shows bunt, drops down a good one up the third baseline. Only play is to first, but a bluff by Walker. She really had no play to be made. Back-to-back bunt singles, and the Broncos load the bases to begin the fourth inning. Look at that, just deadening the ball in a perfect spot up that third base line. Back-to-back bunt singles, and now a huge spot for Kat Foschini, the Hampden starter, trying to help out her own cause and plate the game's first run. First pitch from Verrill off the plate for ball 1. Foschini struck out swinging to begin the second inning. First strikeout victim of the night for Verrill, who now finds herself in a jam. 1-0. Swung on and missed. For homestyle cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced-friendly staff, it's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and online at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. 1-1 the count on Foschini. Bases loaded, nobody out. She shows bunt, reaches at it, and pokes it foul. From ahead 1-0 to now behind 1-2. Verrill in need of a big one here. She'd certainly take a punch out. Here's her 1-2. And it misses upstairs. Good take there by Foschini to even the count at 2-2. Tardif on deck. Foschini trying to have the breakthrough hit right here. The 2-2 misses outside. Snap throw down to third, and they get the runner. What a gun by Tracy. Making up for the throw that wasn't made earlier in the inning. Have another look there with the pop. Walker was charging, so Hampden thought they could get off the bag, but Balmus covering behind. That was a heady play defensively by the Hawks for a big first out, picking off Shaw at third base. And a wave and a miss there on Foschini, and just like that, there are 2 down in the inning. Oh man, this thing has turned from bases loaded, nobody out, to runners on first and second, 2 down, and nobody in. It's now up to Charlotte Tardif. The junior watches the first one through for strike one. Well, that throw by Tracy behind the dish, the play of the game to this point, catching Shaw by surprise at third base. Giving Verrill a lifeline out of the inning, and she is now ahead 0-2, one strike away from getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. Nothing and two. This would be quite the Houdini act from Mikkel Verrill. But first a ball as it misses up and away. Scoreless in the bottom of the fourth. Verrill trying to see it scoreless to the fifth. Here's her 1-2. Swung on and missed. What a job by the Hawks to get out of the fourth inning after Hampden loads the bases with nobody out. Verrill and company battle back to keep this game scoreless through 4 on Ticket TV.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
Back here at Hampden Academy on Ticket TV, scoreless as we go to the fifth, and here is a big reason as to why we remain scoreless. The Broncos loaded the bases with nobody out to begin the fourth inning. And with Kat Fascini at the plate, look at this throw from Tracy behind the dish, picking off the runner at third base. Big first out in the inning. Verrill would strike out Fascini. She would then get Tardif swinging to end the inning. And we're here in the fifth, still scoreless. Tracy, Meter, Morin due up in this half inning for the Hawks. Tracy watches the first pitch, low for ball one. Third annual Ticket Awards coming June 22nd to Hero Sports Grill in downtown Bangor. The event will be broadcast live right here on Ticket TV at 929theticket.com and on the Ticket app. 30 categories of excellence in the 2025-26 sports season. Round 2 of voting is underway now. It concludes tomorrow at noon. You can cast your votes for High School Basketball Team of the Year, Boys Basketball Player of the Year, Girls Player of the Year, Volleyball Team of the Year, Hockey Player of the Year, Golfer of the Year, Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year, Wrestling Athlete of the Year, and Indoor Track Athlete of the Year. All that live now at 929theticket.com. Tracy ahead in the count, 2-1 to begin the fifth. Make it 3-1. Hitters count here to the Hermon backstop. See our almost bird's eye view perched here behind home plate as Tracy draws a leadoff walk to begin things for the Hawks here in the fifth. All of a sudden, we're getting some base runners. Hermon got a runner over to third that was stranded there in the last frame. Hampden, of course, with that bases loaded opportunity. Now it's Julia Meter. Brielle Fair, the pinch hitter. That was the substitution that was being announced as we were coming back on air. She drops down a sack bunt. Play is made at first base. Fair into the game. The sophomore gave way to Julia Meter in the starting lineup tonight so the senior could start in the regular season finale, but Fair, an average of .406 for the season, getting that runner up into scoring position now with one down. First pitch through for a strike. Fashini with the 0-1. And that's too high. Vivian Morin struck out to begin the third inning. Catches the inner corner, and Fashini ahead 1-2. Little front door heater that time, tying up the batter. Now Fashini a chance at another punch out. And it dips low to even the count at 2-2. She has not had one since the final out of the third inning. That was her 9th strikeout at the time. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third. Looking for number 10, and there it is. As she gets Morin swinging here for the second out of the fifth. Now 2 down with that runner in scoring position for the number 9 hitter in the Hermon order. Hannah Waning, a strikeout victim her first time up. But an average of .488 to begin play tonight. She's got 13 RBI, tied for her third best on the team. Behind in the count, 0-1. Coverage tonight brought to you by Maine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, call the ticket office at 581-BEAR. Visit goblackbears.com. Fashini now a strike away from getting out of the fifth. Nothing and 2 to Hannah Waning. Fashini with the offering. And then Waning just getting a pitch. Or just getting a piece of the pitch, I guess is what I meant to say. Fashini asks for a relay of that sign. She gets it. Back into the windup. The 0-2. Missing off the outer edge. Goslin's Bakery, located at 334 Harlow Street in Bangor, is open 7 days a week. You can grab a breakfast sandwich, one of their legendary donuts or pastries made since 1945. Also, check out their deli next to Hannaford in Brewer. Waning hanging tough with 2 strikes, continuing to battle and extend the at-bat. If she can reach, the Hawks lineup turns over to Elena Walker. Another 1-2, another foul ball. Off to the left and out of the field of play. A lot of zeros showing on that scoreboard here at Hampden Academy. Just 2 hits and 3 base runners so far for the Hawks. 1-2. Misses down and away. For the Broncos, they got 3 straight hits to begin the bottom of the fourth. That is it. And they were quickly retired from there. 2-2. Down and away. Goes to the backstop. Runner taken off for third, and she'll beat the throw down there. So Tracy now just 1 station away with a 3-2 count and 2 down here in the top of the fifth. A rare 3-ball count tonight for Fashini. He's only had a few of them. And each time, well, not each time, because she did issue the walk of Tracy, and now she has walked her second of the inning. Free pass to Waning. Runners on the corners with 2 down, and now the Hermon lineup turns over for Elena Walker. So after Hampden threatened in the bottom of the fourth, Hermon threatening here in the top of the fifth inning. Trying to plate this game's first run. Walker struck out twice tonight. Once swinging, once looking. Throw down to second. And another caught stealing in this one. Gunning out the runner at second is Shaw to end the fifth. For the Hawks, still scoreless on Ticket TV.
You ever wish you could rewind everything and press play one more time? Back to when connections meant something, when we played to just play, and adventures started with nowhere to be and all day to get there. Somewhere along the way, we got stuck in fast forward. We forgot to hit pause and see that the open road to everything we miss is actually right in front of us. Find your open road with Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
2025 was an outstanding year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it happened because of you. We appreciate everyone who trusted us to help you buy or sell your next home. Here's to an even bigger 2026. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Heading to the bottom of the fifth on Ticket TV, still looking for the game's first run. Take a look at that last out. In the top of the fifth inning, Shaw popping up and getting the runner at second base. Hampden pumped up as they leave the diamond. Keep this a scoreless tie on Ticket TV, where our coverage is brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. We're also brought to you by the Fitch Company, electrical and control systems engineers, technicians, designers, and drafters, all ready to tackle complex projects. Visit FitchCompany.com. Lola Cowing leading off for the Broncos here, the right fielder in the bottom of the fifth. As you take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule, the baseball contest of this one, Hermon versus Hampden, taking place across the way at Bordick Park. Jim and Ernie on the call there. That game streaming live at 929theticket.com. Tomorrow afternoon, 2 games in Old Town, softball and baseball, where the Coyotes host the Orono Red Rides. Both games beginning at 4:30. And on Thursday, the final broadcast of the Ticket TV spring regular season. Some lacrosse action coming your way on Ticket TV. Showing bunt at the first pitch. Cowing drops it down. Walker exploding off that bag, off her positioning at third base with the charge and the play. Strong throw over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the fifth. Actually a 5-4 on the putout, with Gallant having to go over to cover the bag. 1 down for Piper Parker. Bronco third baseman flew out to center in her only plate appearance so far tonight. Off-speed pitch from Verrill, bounces its way in. "1-0" catches the zone. Ticket TV, always free, live, and on demand. You can catch a replay of this game right after it goes final at 929theticket.com. Parker watches that one right through the heart of the zone, and now behind 1-2. A reminder to follow Ticket TV on social media. Sports.net.maine on TikTok, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, and 929 The Ticket on Instagram. Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground at third. Glove there by Walker. A little more time for the throw. Across the diamond to Leah Walker. Elena to Leah. Get my Walkers mixed up there in the corner infield positions. Either way, there is a quick 2 down here in the Broncos' fifth. It's up to Isla Barrington, freshman first baseman, to try to extend this half inning. Verrill has not had to use many pitches in this half inning. First pitch fouled straight back in the direction of Jay Baines' right temple. Luckily, we have a net in between the ball and him. Whether playing or watching, softball can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza right here in Hampden. On Maine Road, call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahampden.com. Verrill a strike away from retiring the Broncos in the fifth. You see the sun setting out beyond Hampden Academy there over left center field. Glowing orb in the sky as Barrington watches that one high for ball 1. One and two. This game 59 minutes old, and we're a strike away from the 6th inning. Verrill has yet to find it, though, as that one floats high to even the count at 2-2. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Verrill gets Barrington swinging to end the 5th. Through 5 on Ticket TV. Scoreless between the Hawks and the Broncos in this Class A-B high school softball matchup.
From school drop-off to holiday road trips, your family deserves to feel safe, no matter the conditions. And at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer, they'll help you find the best all-weather tires for your vehicle and any commute. With the best selection of all-weather tires in the Bangor area, Twin City Tire also offers the lowest prices on new tires, guaranteed. Save on new tires now, or get ahead and schedule your winter tire swap today at Twin City Tire and Service, proud sponsor of the Maine Black Bears, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
We're back here in Hampden, and we have moved to the 6th inning. Just an hour gone in this game, now 61 minutes old. Scoreless between the Hawks and the Broncos. Fast-moving game when you only have 5 hits total through the first 5 innings. 1-2-3 do it for the Hawks here in the 6th. Elena Walker, Kenzie Gallant, and Becca Balmas. See if we can get you a score from the baseball version of this contest between Hermon and Hampden, happening over at Bordick Park. Jim Churchill and Ernie Clark on the call of that one at 929theticket.com as Walker drops down a bunt attempt, foul for strike one. Elena Walker began the night hitting .377 with a home run and 13 RBI, but she has struck out twice so far, looking in the first, swinging in the third. Running after that one and then having to dodge it a little bit as it rides up and in. One, stabbing at it, and it's 1-2. Fashini in search of strikeout number 11. But it misses high to even the count, 2-2. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. Visit 514 Colebrook Road in Hermon or BangorTire.com. 2-2, wave and a miss. Strikeout number 11 for Fashini. The third time tonight that Walker goes down. One down in the top of the 6th for Kenzie Gallant. She singled her last time up and made it as far as third base before getting stranded there. One nothing Hampden Academy in the top of the 6th inning of the baseball game. So that one is moving just as quickly as this contest. Gallant pokes that one into left field for a 1-out single. Able to get the end of the bat on it and lift it over the third baseman. She singles for the second time in as many at-bats. First player tonight with a multi-hit effort. And nobody was on the bag at second, so as I'm looking down to write that single in my scorecard, Gallant scampers up to second. You might have heard the commotion in the crowd mic. She is now in scoring position with one down for the feared Becca Balmas. 1 for 2 tonight with a double. Hitting right around .430 with 3 homers and 20 RBI for the season. Dangerous spot here for Fashini and the Broncos, with the heart of this Hermon order coming up. The Hawks hitting .353 as a team entering play tonight. They have been kept at bay by Fashini. As Balmas watches that one, even the count. One and one to Balmas. Catches the zone, and Fashini ahead, 1-2. A wave and a miss, and a big strikeout there for Fashini, her 12th of the game. Now 2 down in the 6th. Runner still on second for Mikkel Verrill. McKell began play tonight with an average on the north side of 500. It is not still there. It was 5:09 to begin the ball game. She is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a fly to left, swinging through the first pitch here for strike one. Gallant getting a big lead off of second base every time. Both these teams have been trying to manufacture a run all night. Verrill ahead here, 2-1. Shaw trying to dart out from behind the dish and keep that runner honest near the second base bag. Here's the 2-1. It misses. Verrill's worked a hitter's count at 3-1. Scoreless, top six, runner on second, 2 down, 3-1 to Verrill. Upstairs, and there's now 2 on with 2 out. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here at first base for the Hermon pitcher Verrill. It'll be Kyla McCannell coming in as that courtesy runner. Leah Walker due up here for the Hawks, 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout in the second and a ground out to the pitcher in the fourth. Machini into the windup. Walker shows bunt, pulls it back. First pitch strike. Play on down at third. Oh, both runners took off for the Hawks, and now they have them tied up. Throw back to first. The tag is applied, and the Hawks run into the final out of the 6th inning on the base paths. Nice job of having their head in the game by the Broncos. There you see the confusion. They had the runners caught up at second, throw back across, the tag applied, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied at...
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
For the past 10 years, Next Home Experience has grown because of you. Every buyer, seller, and referral helped build who we are today. And your milestones became our memories. The future is even bigger. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
The Growing Place and Polish, helping families grow for less while polishing your home and for a fraction of retail costs. You can check them out first, check them out often. Do Green, sustainability always trending at 1221 Broadway in Bangor and 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Coverage tonight also brought to you by the Farmer's Table for home-style cooking just like Mom makes it. Visit the Farmer's Table at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. And we're brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, family-owned for over 30 years, open Monday through Saturday with monthly $100 giveaways at 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. Michaela Shaw, the senior, swinging through the first pitch to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Broncos. Number 9 batter up. Then the lineup flips over for Aubrey Shaw and Mariah Kuhn. Showing bunt here, popping it up behind the dish. Is there a play to be made? Yes. Wow, as Tracy goes crashing into the backstop here behind the dish. Teammates running in from the infield to help her back to her feet. She ditched the mask, made the play, and there's one down here in the Broncos 6th. Back to the top now for Aubrey Shaw. She doubled her last time up to begin that fourth inning when the Broncos loaded the bases with nobody out, but she would then get picked off of third base. She's yet to be retired tonight at the plate. She is 1 for 1 with that double and a walk back in the first, but caught stealing on an attempted steal in the first, picked off at third in the fourth. Shaw watches the first pitch over the outer zone for strike one. Nothing and one. Count now even. Visit Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, 33 High Street in Ellsworth. They're locally owned with expert care for your feathered, finned, or four-legged friends. You can find them on Facebook. Shaw is down in the count, 1-2. Kuhn on deck if anybody reaches. Helm. Let's see an at-bat here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the 1-2 from Verrill. Shaw protecting there on that pitch on the outer part. One and two. And that dips down and away. It goes all the way to the backstop to even the count. Verrill with 7 strikeouts so far tonight, giving her 97 for the season. 2-2. Slap foul up the first baseline. Shaw shortening that stroke, trying to hang tough here with 2 strikes. Top of the order right here for the Broncos as we search for the game's first run. Last 2 softball games on Ticket TV have been 1-0. Brewer a victory over Hampden, then last night Bangor a victory over Brewer as Shaw lines out to Balmus at short for the second out of the inning. Hit on a rope, but right at Balmus. Tall figure out there at short, snaring it on a line. Kuhn swings at the first pitch, in on the hands, and fouls it up the first base line. She's 1 for 2 tonight. A bunt single her last time up. Broncos got all 3 of their hits in order to load the bases with nobody out in the fourth, and then Verrill a Houdini act to get out of it thanks to Tracy picking off Shaw at third base. 0-1 bounces in. One and one. And another one skips through. For the Hawks in the top of the 7th, 5, 6, 7 due up. Leah Walker, MK Tracy, and Julia Meter. Two hit on the ground to second. Through the legs, and the Broncos are going to get a 2-out base runner. And E4 goes against Galan as that one skipped off the turf with some speed behind it. And a runner aboard here in front of Chloe Hellam. Chloe Hellam, the shortstop, is 1 for 2 with a bunt single her last time up. An all-important runner over there at first. First one misses down low. Not sure the Hampden wants to test that right arm of Tracy behind the plate. She has caught a runner stealing at second. She has picked a runner off of third tonight. Two of the only Broncos to get into scoring position. Ooh, that one catches Hellam on the arm. Up and in. She'll get down to first base, and back-to-back base runners now with 2 down in the inning for Kat Foschini. Time to see what the Hampden pitcher can do to help out her own cause. Foschini tonight has struck out in both of her plate appearances. Went down swinging in the second, went down swinging again in the fourth. She's got the go-ahead run sitting out there at second base. If Kuhn were to cross the plate, the Broncos would be 3 defensive outs away from winning this ball game. First pitch misses for ball 1. Charlotte Tardif on deck for the Broncos. Foschini, the senior at the dish, trying to plate the senior on second. Pink sky out beyond Hampden Academy and left center field. Here's the 2-0 from Verrill, and it misses for ball 3. Three and 0 to the cleanup batter for the Broncos. Runners on first and second, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th, and first. Looks like Hermon's going to talk things over. Meeting in the circle with the infielders. Just buying Verrill a little bit of a breather here. She's been in command for most of this one. Been able to get out of the couple of jams that she's been in, trying to do so again here. Behind in the count, 3-0. Time for Foschini to squeeze that zone. 3-0 misses. Foschini down to first, and the Broncos have loaded the bases with 2 down here in the 6th. Hellam up to second. Kuhn down to third, and I'll bring up Charlotte Tardif. First, we're going to get a courtesy runner for Foschini at first base. Doing the running duties, it'll be Allura Libby, sophomore, into the game to run at first base. Sky on fire above. Broncos trying to make it an epic senior night here at Hampden Academy. Hermon has only been defeated once this year. It was a 6-5 loss to Ellsworth back in early May. Charlotte Tardif 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of Ks. Verrill checks the wristband and pumps in a strike. There's a 2-out hit in the bottom of the 6th last night on Ticket TV for the only run in the game. As Bangor beat Brewer. Hampden trying to copy that model right here. One and 1 the count on the Bronco batter. Verrill with the delivery. A wave and a miss, and it's 1-2. 1-2. Barrel standing calm on the mound, checks the wristband, now comes back to the rubber. Tardif awaits. Here's the 1-2. And it just misses to even the count at 2-2. Two and two. Swing and a miss. Out of the jam is Verrill. Scoreless, we go to the 7th between the Hawks and the Broncos on Ticket TV.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
We are back here at Hampden, where we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on Ticket TV. Excuse me, the top of the 7th inning on Ticket TV. Scoreless through 6 between the Broncos and the Hawks. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Reliable service meets expert care from routine maintenance to major repairs. Their team keeps your vehicle running right. Experience the Quality Automotive difference at 13 Abbott Street in Brewer. You can visit qualityautomotiveme.com. Leah Walker leading off for the Hawks. Here in the top of the 7th inning, a dangerous hitter who leads this team with 4 home runs. Second on the team with 15 RBI. She began the night hitting .300 for the season. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out back to the pitcher. That one pumped through for strike one. One and one from Foschini. A wave and a miss by Walker. Cat ahead in the count, 1-2. 12 strikeouts tonight for Foschini. She had 9 through the first 3 innings. Ahead of Walker here, 1-2. That one goes all the way to the backstop. A final from Bordick Park. Hampden Academy defeating the Hermon Hawks 1-0 on Ticket TV. So the baseball game goes final before the softball one. Quick moving contest over there. It's been quick moving here, but we need a run before we can find a conclusion. Walker strikes out swinging to begin the 7th, and I'll bring up Tracy. Tracy 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch through for strike one. Saliba's Rug Cleaners have been family-owned for over 40 years. They specialize in rug cleaning and repair. Visit 69 Hillside Avenue in Bangor or salibasrugcleaners.com. That one tailing inside. Tracy having to back out of the way of it. One to Tracy. Hit on the ground at third. A sprawling play made there. Throw from a knee. What a play defensively at third base. Turned in by Piper Parker. Have another look. Parker sprawling down to a knee near the bag. A strike from that knee for the second out here in the top of the 7th. 2 down, it'll bring up Brielle Fair. She pinch hit, dropped down a sac bunt her last time up, hitting at .406 this season is the sophomore. with 6 RBI. She entered the game for Julia Meter. The senior started and struck out in the second. Wave and a miss there by Fair. Count at 1-1. Here it is from Fashini. A wave and a miss. Fair down to the count, 1-2. Fashini trying to put the Broncos in a position to walk it off. And she does just that. Scoreless to the bottom of the 7th as Fair swings and misses. Can the Broncos walk it off? We'll find out when we come back on Ticket TV.
Darlings in Bangor is hiring experienced Ford technicians. We've solved the 2 biggest challenges in the industry, warranty time and flat rate. At Darlings, you'll have guaranteed hours, retail time for warranty, and unlimited earning potential. We offer up to $40 an hour plus incentives, generous PTO, full benefits, and a climate-controlled shop. Apply today at darlings.com. You'll do better at Darlings.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Back here on Ticket TV at Hampden Academy, scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Coverage tonight brought to you in part by Bangor Floral. Make memories, send flowers from Bangor Floral in the In-Town Plaza, 332 Harlow Street in Bangor. Let's take a look at the Class A standings here to see what's on the line for the Hampden Academy Broncos. With a win, they would jump up to 5th in the standings because of how many points the Hermon Hawks are worth. 14-1 atop Class B. Bangor also beat Camden Hills earlier today, so they claim that 8th seed. The Rams with a couple of wins on consecutive days to get into the postseason. Here's a bunt to begin the bottom of the 7th, and it's a bunt single for the Broncos. Dropping it down and beating it out at first base. Take another look as Lola Cowing goes booking it down the line. And the Broncos have that winning run aboard to begin the bottom of the 7th. Piper Parker made that great play at third base. In the top half of the inning, she's 0 for 2 at the dish. A fly out to center and a ground out to third, showing bunt. That one misses outside for ball 1. Tracy walks the runner back to the first base bag. Hampden trying to make it a pair of 1-0 wins over Hermon tonight on Ticket TV. It's what baseball was able to do. See if softball can follow as that one misses for ball 2. Parker ahead 2-0. Winning run at first base in the place of Cowing. A wave and a miss there at a high pitch. Verrill on the board, 2-1. Two and one as Verrill checks the wristband, gets the grip, and now into the windup. There's a high fly ball in the air to left field. Right at the left fielder out there, camping underneath it to make the catch for the first out. It is fair. One on, one out for Isla Barrington, the freshman first baseman, 0 for 2 tonight. She grounded out to short in the third, struck out swinging in the 5th. Michaela Shaw, a senior on deck. Showing bunt here is Barrington. She pulls it back, but it catches the corner for strike 1. Nothing in one, showing bunt again, dropping it down up the third base line. It's fielded by Walker. Zip over to first for the second out of the inning. Cowan gets up to scoring position, but now with 2 down. It's up to Michaela Shaw here in the 7th, the senior. 1 of 3 on this senior night for the Broncos. As the game-winning run in scoring position. Verrill trying to get out of another mini jam. Shaw tonight struck out in the 3rd, popped out to the catcher her last time up. Shaw spinning the bat on her shoulder. Now cocks it and awaits the 0-1. Chop foul up the first base line, and it's 0-2. Nothing and 2. Verrill trying to send us to extra innings. Shaw trying to walk it off. And it misses upstairs. One and 2. A runner on second, 2 down. That is hit in the air out towards second base. Squeeze there, and we are off to extras. Scoreless on Ticket TV between the Hawks and the Broncos. 8th inning up next here in Hampden.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
To the 8th inning we go on Ticket TV. Just 7 total hits through the 7 innings of regulation tonight. Scoreless between the Hawks and the Broncos in this Class A-B crossover matchup. Final night of the regular season for these two teams. Hermon at 14-1, Hampden at 9-6. Ooh, we are into tie-breaking rules in high school softball. That means ghost runner at second base, much like Major League Baseball. The batter that recorded the final out of the previous inning heads out into scoring position to try to speed up these extra frames. So out there at second base, it's going to be Fair, I believe. She made that last out of the 7th inning, striking out swinging. We got a pinch hitter coming up here for the Hawks. Anna Knights, the freshman. Knights pinch hitting here for Morin. .333 on the season, the average for the freshman with 2 RBI. A third would be a mighty big one right about now. Freshman pinch hitting for a sophomore here at the bottom of the order. A bunt pops it up, and Fascini has to backtrack into the circle to make the catch. 1 down. Hermon playing for that 1 run, trying to move it over to third base with 1 out, unable to do so. I'll bring up Hannah Waning. Waning is 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. She was caught stealing in the 5th. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. Mentioned it a couple of times tonight, but Waning, not your average number 9 hitter. 0 for 1 tonight, but she began play with a .488 average and 13 RBI, which is tied for third on the Hawks. That one down and away for ball 2. Fashini back out there for an 8th inning of work. (2-0). Catches the black. Two and one. A wave and a miss, and the count now even. Two and two. A wave and a miss. It's another strikeout for Fashini. Waning goes down swinging for the second time today. Now 2 down in the top of the 8th inning with that runner frozen on second base. Coach Bieberstein wanted to talk things over here with their leadoff batter first, and looks like they might make a change. We're going to get a pinch runner out there at second base. Yes, changing out the wheels on the ghost runner. Addison Decker, now the runner at second base for Brielle Fair. Sophomore outfielder running for the sophomore infielder. It's up to Elena Walker here for the Hawks to either put him in front or extend this top of the 8th inning. Fashini's first offering is fouled off. For Hermon in the bottom of the 8th, it's the top of the order. Shaw, Kuhn, and Helm due up. Nothing won here in extra innings on Ticket TV to the Hermon leadoff batter. Fashini looking into the dugout. She gets the sign. There's the 1-1. Catches the inner corner. Front door heater, and Fashini ahead 1-2. One, two. In the air, out towards center field, struck pretty well, going back on it, now coming in to make the catch. Tumbling to the turf, but squeezing it for the final out of the 8th is Mariah Kuhn. It's about as close we have come to anybody scoring tonight. Kuhn went back on it, then at the last second realized she had to lunge in for it. Makes the catch, and we're off to the bottom of the 8th, still with no score on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Black Bear fans, Maine football season tickets are on sale now. Get your tickets at goblackbears.com/tickets or by calling the ticket office at 581-BEAR. That's 581-2327.
Welcome back to Hampden Academy, where we have played 7.5 innings of scoreless softball tonight on Ticket TV. You see just 7 total hits in the contest. We are into extras. We're into Ghost Runner time, and I think we're trying to figure out who exactly is going to be out on second base here for the Broncos.
With Maine's luck.
I believe we're going to have a pinch runner out there at second base. Looks like Allura Libby doing the running duties for the Broncos, and it's the top of the order here for Hampden Academy. Shaw, Kuhn, and Hellam trying to walk it off for the Broncos on this senior night. They've had a couple of chances to do so. We got a runner to second base in the 7th. They loaded the bases with nobody out in the 6th, but Verrill was able to get out of the jam as we play on here in extras. Shaw tonight is 1 for 2 with a walk and a double. She lined out to short her last time up. One of the few that's been able to connect with Verrill. She swings at the first one here, in off the hands. It's a looper on the infield. It gets down. The runner advances to third. Throw there. It's offline. It's off the face of the dugout. Hampden shoots up to second with Shaw. Not that she matters all that much unless something happens to the runner in front of her at third. Second and third, nobody out for the Broncos here, bottom 8. One bag away, and Mariah Kuhn, an opportunity to win it on senior night. No, she won't have that opportunity. Hermon opting to intentionally walk her to set up the force play around the infield. Force play at every base. Sacks juiced, nobody out. Chloe Hellam, the sophomore shortstop and number 3 hitter for the Hawks, trying to pick up the on-deck hitter. And a brilliant starting performance from Kat Foschini. Verrill has been great tonight in the circle for Hermon as well. She's already worked her way out of one bases loaded, nobody out jam. That came back in the 6th. Tracy was able to pick off a runner down at third, followed by a couple of strikeouts. Let's see what happens here. First pitch swinging, ground ball to short. Balmas comes home for the out. It's dropped at home, but dropped on the transfer. Play was already made on the plate before Tracy dropped it on the transfer. So one pitch, one quick out, and now potential inning-ending double play still in order. Hellam takes the bag at first. And there's Kat Foschini. Brilliance on the mound. Can she end it at the plate? 0 for 2 with a walk her last time up. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Another free pass would end it. Have another look at that play at home. You see the catch made and then the ball pops free as she was trying to transfer to the throwing hand. 1-0. On the outer half for strike 1. Can Verrill and the Hawks get out of 2 bases loaded, nobody out jams in the same game, let alone one in extra innings in a walk-off setting? Here's the 1-1. Foschini shows bunt, pushes it to first. Walker flips home, a dive, and out at the plate, or safe. A second call comes in. It's safe, and the game is over. The initial call was out. And then the umpire made the safe call. Bieberstein coming out of the dugout to argue. Have another look at the replay, but the Broncos walk it off 1-0 on senior night. Walker with the feed, and yes, clearly on that replay, diving across the bag at home plate with the game-winning run. Allura Libby and the Broncos walk off the Hawks 1-0 in extra innings on senior night here on Ticket TV. A thrilling, dramatic finish in Hampden. We'll take a timeout and we are back with the McDonald's post-game show to recap it next. Don't go anywhere. Broncos victorious over the Hawks 1-0 here on Ticket TV.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to refresh your home at the Furniture Gallery. During our Spring Into Savings event, brighten every room you have with lamps, rugs, and wall art. The Furniture Gallery is getting ready for warmer days. Enjoy 15% off outdoor furniture and create the backyard retreat you've been dreaming about. Speaking of dreaming, need extra sleeping space for guests? Our sleeper sofas start at just $6.99. Shop local, save money, and love your home this spring. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, North Windham, and Topsom.
We are back here at Hampden Academy, welcoming you into the post-game show on Ticket TV. It's presented by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. And the Hampden Academy Broncos victorious over the Hermon Hawks, 1-0. They walk it off in the bottom of the 8th inning on a suicide squeeze. Let's have another look at the action, getting this post-game show underway with the Next Home Experience post-game highlights. There weren't many other than swings and misses through the first 7 innings. Some base runners near the latter part of the game. And then the Broncos scratching across the only run that would count. Here, way back in the first inning, see Becca Balmas spraying one in the left center field gap for a double. For a while, that'd be the game's only hit. Shaw right there getting gunned down at second base by Tracy. She had a great defensive game behind the dish for Hermon. Single slapped up the middle there for the Hawks, one of the few on the night. There's a double that leaves the field of play. That started off a rally for Hampden in the top of the 4th inning when they would, or bottom of the 4th inning, they'd load the bases with nobody out, but then Hermon coming back to get out of the jam. See here, that was the play that loaded the bases with nobody out in that 4th inning. And then from there, the pickoff at third base and a couple of big strikeouts by Verrill to get out of the jam, keeping this game scoreless in the middle innings. There's a nice throw by Shaw to gun down an attempted steal at second base. Hermon running into an out there to end the 6th inning. Nice play again by Tracy defensively, going back to field that pop-up right in front of the screen. Liner snared by Balmas at short. Using the height to her advantage. There's a great play made at third base by Hampden Academy third baseman Piper Parker. And you see a bunt single to begin a late inning for Hampden, but nothing coming of it here. A deep fly out and a great adjustment in center field made by Kuhn to keep the game scoreless. And then the bottom of the 8th, the suicide squeeze to win it. Diving home with the winning run, Aubrey Shaw. And the Broncos victorious over the Hermon Hawks 1-0 tonight on Ticket TV. That is your play of the game, presented by Dairy Queen of Old Town and Bangor. Stop in on Stillwater Avenue in Old Town, 613 Stillwater Avenue in Broadway in Bangor, 668 DQ. Happy tastes good. Time now to award the player of the game, and we got to give it with Cap Fascini here for an 8-inning complete game on the mound. Shutout tonight of not just the Hermon Hawks. This is as potent of a team as you'll find in the area entering tonight's play. 14-1 on the season, outscoring their opponents 126-19. Almost half of their games in the regular season they scored double digits, and tonight Cap Fascini, you really couldn't be any better. She had 9 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. You can't do better than that. She would end the game with, let's see here, 13, 14, 15 Ks over the 8 innings, scattering the only few hits that she gave up along the way, and a big, big win, which propels Hampden Academy, we believe, up to 5th in the final Class A standings. Hampden finishing the season with a record of 10-6. Hermon dropping just their 2nd regular season contest to wind up with a mark of 14-2. Player of the game, once again, Cap Fascini. That's presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule. We have 2 more games coming up tomorrow afternoon from Old Town, where the Coyotes host the Red Riots on the softball and baseball diamond at 4:30. You see the Hampden and Hermon baseball game. That one also a 1-0 victory for Hampden baseball. Then our final regular season broadcast here in the spring season on Ticket TV. Hampden versus John Baptist Lacrosse. 6 o'clock on Thursday night right here on the turf. Only thing left to do tonight is give credit to our small crew around the grounds here at Hampden Academy. Jay Baines directing and producing, Q Tidwell on the camera, Luke Gagne on the scoreboard, and I am Mark Paulette signing off for our Ticket TV crew. It was a thrilling one for the penultimate softball game of this regular season on Ticket TV. Hampden Academy victorious over Hermon by the final score of 1-0. It took until extras, but the Broncos get it done to close out the regular year on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience. The market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery. A family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, North Windham, and Topsom. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Praise Auto Sales. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit praiseautosales.com. Dairy Queen Bangor. Get a DQ treat today at Dairy Queen on Broadway in Bangor. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 57 years. Eastern Maine Community College. Start your future at emcc.edu. Bangor Savings Bank. Since 1852. At Bangor Savings Bank, you matter more. Visit bangor.com. Dairy Queen Old Town. At DQ, happy tastes good. Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by UMaine Finish Strong, Hidden Meadows, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, The Fitch Company, UMaine Athletics, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Union Street Towing, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Bangor Floral, Hannaford and Bucksport, Novus Glass, Hartford's Auto Service, Old Town Redemption Center, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place and Polish, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Lloyd's Family Market, Quality Automotive, North Star Waste and Recycling, Crystal Clear Family Pet Center, The Farmer's Table, Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market, Coach House Restaurant, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Goslin's Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Twin City Tire, Harvey RV and Marine, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.